Yeah, man, it's your boy Big Lack here with my homeboy, my co-host E.I. Spielberg.
E.I. Spielberg right here. Here you go. What's going on, people?
And we doing something new today. And like I just gave E the rundown. When you have a space, a studio space, and you got the cameras and the mics and shit, you can do what you want to do. A lot of people, I put this out a couple of days ago, and a lot of people like, you start another show? Fucking right, because I can. You know what I mean? Name of this show, as you can see in the logos in the back and on the card, it's that FDF podcast. Fawk Deez Folk. This is something that E say to me all the time. When people come to us with that bullshit, well, me with that bullshit about what they want to do and how they want to do it, E come to me all the time. He be like, "Shout it, fuck these folk." So the prognosis. What we trying to do is we trying to let a lot of y'all know that we own to that bullshit, man. A lot of people, I get a lot of my out of town people hit me and they go, man, I want to come to Atlanta. Shout out to K Smith, shout out to Big Boy. Atlanta, y'all got it together. No, it's a lot of scam ass niggas in this city. And a lot of y'all come from other places. But it's a lot of scam ass niggas down here that like to throw around titles and what they doing and who they working with, and you ain't doing a damn thing. So that's why it's fuck y'all. Fuck these folks. Today's topic is CEO. Now, we're going to get the definition of a CEO. The definition of a CEO is a person appointed by a board of directors on a company that handles day-to-day operations of that company. That's the real true definition of a CEO. Now, that's not to say that you as a business owner can't appoint yourself as CEO, because you can. You can call yourself Super Turtle and your company you want to, but are you really doing the job of a CEO in that capacity when you're really running a sole proprietorship? And that's what a lot of people do.
I would say to a certain extent, but by the true definition, no, because like I was at one point, I kind of did consider myself a CEO, but only because I was, I'm the face, I'm the person making all the decisions, day-to-day operations, finances, blah, blah, blah. But the CEO over who? I don't have any other, I'm really a sole proprietorship with the LLC buffer between me and my assets.
Exactly.
So I'm not a CEO per se.
And people don't realize that. So we're going to go down this list. We got some show notes. We doing this shit for real on y'all bitch ass. All right, so my issue was, I remember, and you remember this too, same age, same era, listen to the same music. You remember when people started calling themselves CEO, when it became a big deal for everybody to say they was a CEO? When was it?
I ain't even gonna put my foot in my mouth, but I don't know what was
Master P.
Oh, okay.
Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Everybody
but he had infrastructure.
But I'm saying though, but everybody wanted a record label, 93, 94, 95, and everybody started calling themselves CEO. It was just you, your engineer, your brother who had Fruity Loops and Nuendo. Yeah,
half of them folks wasn't even a real record label. They was calling themselves a record label.
That's the thing. That's when everybody started calling themselves CEO. I'm CEO of this. They started getting shirts pressed up, and the most expensive thing that they were doing with them goddamn shirts getting pressed up. I was out there. I was in the club with these niggas, and they be like, hey, man, I got a record label for real. Yeah, I'm CEO or Watch Your Back Records or whatever the fuck. If it's a Watch Your Back Records out there, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? I wouldn't give your bitch ass no shout out.
No,
but they were kind of trying to, I guess, play the role. But that's, all right. So we're going to cut that shit out right here. That's one of my pet peeves. A friend of mine say this shit all the time. Fake it till you make it. I hate that advice. I hate it for two reasons. One, if you're faking it, nobody else knows you're faking it. Most people going to take you at face value. If you sitting out here driving a Benz or whatever the fuck, what's the new car that everybody want now? Let's say Cullinan. If you driving a Cullinan and people see you driving a Cullinan, they're going to think you getting the money. They're not knowing you leasing that motherfucker and trying to make yourself, so you make yourself a target. Number one, on all levels. You make yourself a target for scammers. You make yourself a target for people that's out here getting money to say, oh, we can take his money and implement it in ours. Yeah. And then what happens when people find out that you were fake with it? You fucked up your face card. We know, me and you personally know a couple of people that's out here face card fucked up because they were faking it. You know what I mean? My face card, I would much rather people say I don't fuck with LA, and then they go to somebody and say, this the reason why I don't fuck with LA, and other people go, oh, that seems like a you problem.
Oh, I get that. Trust me, I get that one.
Yeah.
That's why, so, like you say, I'm not out here trying to portray this, portray that, whatever. I come like I come.
Exactly.
And you can deal with it or not.
And back to this CEO shit. Stop calling yourself CEO. Well, keep calling yourself CEO. But today, we're going to let you know. We got 5 or 6 things we're going to go down about this corporate shit. Because a lot of y'all corporate thugging, shout out to Jeezy, y'all out here corporate thugging and really don't understand the basis of how a business is built. I put this on Facebook a few weeks ago. A lot of y'all go out here and buy these LLCs and think y'all done. You go to the Georgia state, what that shit called? Commissioners.
State.
Yeah. And y'all pay the little $100 for the LLC and you think, oh, okay, I got a business. No, you don't. You have a
entity. You registered your entity.
You registered a company name. You ain't paid no taxes. You ain't got no payroll. None of that stuff. It's just you, which ain't bad. No, listen. I'm going to do a lot of ranting, and E just here as my sounding board. And I'm going to do a lot of fucking ranting. I'm going to do a lot of yelling. But understand this. I'm going to say this from right here. We've been talking about 5 minutes. I'm going to say this right here. If you want to start a company, you want to start a business, you want to improve yourself, you want to leave something for your kids and grandkids. Ian DeLonzo taught me about legacy. I thought it was something else, and they really taught me something a couple of weeks ago. But if you want to leave a legacy for the people that you love, bro, do that. Do that. But we need to learn how to do it the right way. We have learned how, in the past 10 years, we have learned every scam in the books. And that's what y'all are implementing, talking about you running a business. It's not a business if you just go rent an office building. Because, analogy, I went to go rent a space before we got here. And when I went down there, the man said, I need your taxes for the past 4 years. I need income, blah, blah, blah. He hit me with some real shit. And I told him, I said, I ain't got all that. I don't have any employees. And he looked at me, he said, white guy. He said, well, how do you have a business? Because he had already looked up Ebon Vision Media on what's name he saw was there. And he was like, well, I saw blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, yeah, I'm a journalist. I really don't need that infrastructure for what I'm doing. And he looked at me, young white, well, not young, but close to my age. He wasn't old. And he looked at me, he said, I never dealt with anybody that did that before. Mm-hmm. And that made me realize I was on some bullshit. I thought I was...
I thought you was finna bring this home.
No, but I'm because I'm gonna put all this on me. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna put this on my back. Because a lot of niggas think like me. They think like I thought. They think that because they register their entity, they think because they go get some fucking shirts pressed up, they think because they got 4 or 5 people with like minds, they have a business. You don't. You don't have a business. A lot of us that have these small businesses aren't even profiting. The basis of a business ain't the logo, ain't the shirts, it ain't the people that's around you, it's the profit. You don't have a business if you're not profiting. So, and today we're gonna learn a little bit about this. So the true role of the CEO, we kind of got it out of the way. The CEO's job is to make sure that the company is profitable. That's why when you look at these companies and they fired this CEO and hired this, it's because the CEO wasn't doing what they were supposed to do to make it profitable. How does a CEO make a company profitable? What's one of the ways?
You want steps?
No, just throw out some stuff. Because they need to know this shit, Mr. CEO people.
First of all, okay, the CEO, he's going to be dealing with all the day-to-day logistics, not hand on hand, but at the end of it. So they're going to have to understand the process of what's going on. Mm-hmm. So once you understand the process, you got to know who you marketing to. And it's all the hats, really. I mean, one way.
The best CEOs, and I've met a few real CEOs, because we're going to put that in quotation, because a lot of y'all after this, y'all still, I'm still a CEO, and in the back of your mind, you'll be like, damn, I'm not a real CEO. But the best CEOs, what they do first is they put people in place to do these jobs.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
team.
That's the
why
first
I said it's not you per se, it's the other people. But like you say, you got to put the right people in place and let them do what they're there to do.
A CEO really is like being the president of the United States. You have a cabinet. You have people that you delegate to do these jobs, and they report back to you the job that they did. And your reason why you're getting paid all this money in these corporate CEO jobs is because you are verifying that shit is being done, and that's going to make that company profitable. You are not a CEO if it's just you. Technically, I can call myself CEO of Ebon Vision, but am I really in the role of a CEO if it's just me?
Not in the full capacity. But what you just said, okay, so, like you said, we got a lot of people out here that they kind of do have people in position, and some of them might be the right person in position, or at least the right person for that situation. But then you go back to them, and then they like, okay, I hear you, until you leave out the room.
But still, that's
when the CEO gonna get fired.
But but that's something different, because you still the CEO. You know what I mean? So you still doing your position. It just you haven't. It's like anything at the top level. A coach has to put the right players on the field, or on the basketball court, or on the baseball diamond. President has to put the right people in cabinet. You know what I mean? If you are a CEO, if you have no people, this is my thing. Stop putting these titles on yourselves that put a target on you. Because if I say I'm the CEO of this and this and this and this, and it's not working, people are going to look at you different if you say you're a CEO, if they look at you if you say you're an owner. Mm. Because if I say I'm the owner, people tend to give you a little bit more leeway. They go, damn, oh man, it's a hard job being people you hear it all the time. Yeah. I'm a small business owner. Oh man, it's a hard job being a small business owner. But when you say I'm the CEO of such, people go, oh, they automatically think, oh, he got money, or she got money, or she making moves. But y'all do that because of that, and that goes back to that fake it till you make it.
Yeah, you popping your shit trying to be big boy.
Yeah. All right. So the confusion about corporate roles. That's the next thing. Some of y'all niggas confused. So I put on Facebook, and a couple people don't like answering me on Facebook. They don't like doing it because they think it's a trick. It's not a trick. Most times when y'all comment, and he'll tell you, if it ain't a back and forth about some bullshit, I'm not going back and forth. If I write something and y'all write something in the comments, y'all will see it, man. 9 times out of 10, I don't even respond. I read the shit. I put it back down. You know what I mean? And most times I don't read it till the next day or the day after. But y'all can respond to me, man. But I put on there, if you have a company, what do you call yourself? You call yourself the founder, the owner, the CEO, whatever. And I had one young lady, she said, I'm all three. Cool. You can be all three. If that's what your title is, if that's what you designate your title is, you can be all three. In the state of Georgia, when you go to the Secretary of State website and you fill out that form for your entity to be created, it asks you the names of the people, it asks you for your representative, it asks you for all that. You don't have to put a CEO, but you have to at least put a president. You don't have to put a vice president, but you have to put a president. You have to put a founder. You have to put you don't have to put an owner, but you have to put somebody, you have to put a couple of people in place on this paperwork. So if they can't get to your ass for them taxes, they can get to them people. That's why I set in place. So when I asked that, I said, are you a founder, owner, or CEO? I had a couple people inbox me. I had a couple people text me, and they all said the same thing. Everybody said, I'm all three. With your company, do you consider yourself all three?
No, that's why I said earlier. I really more consider myself an owner and a founder. Like I said, I'm not the CEO. I do some CEO duties and stuff and responsibilities, but in the totality of the definition, no.
I hate it when people ask me about Ebon Vision or Combine or whatever. Ebon Vision, EBV Radio coming up, CEO of EBV Radio. But when people ask me, I get these interviews, I like them shoes. And sorry, y'all, I got ADHD. I'm all over the place. But yeah, when people ask me, they go, "Are you the CEO?" I get offended immediately. I get offended immediately. Why? Because it's a loaded term. I hate being lumped in with a bunch of people that don't know what the fuck they talking about. Don't call me a CEO.
Say the person probably either they don't really understand the term. That's so don't get offended.
No, I get offended because I think it's easier to ask me if I'm the owner. Because if you look at businesses, the owner is usually the motherfucker that's out the way, doing what they got to do.
They the one putting up the money.
Exactly. Thank you.
The owner putting up the money.
Exactly. And that's my point. That's why I get offended. Don't call me the CEO, because you call me CEO, what are you calling me?
You're a worker.
You're calling me an employee.
Yeah, you're an employee.
And see, people don't get that when I say that. I'll be like, no, I'm not CEO, I'm the owner. I'm the founder. But people will still get on that. I'm with Big Latin, the CEO. I'll be like, no, and even on camera, I correct people. No, I'm not CEO, I'm the owner. Because I'm not the fucking worker.
But that's okay. That's the confusion about the corporate.
And that's what we're going into. That's what we're into right now. So the founder is the person or persons that came up with the idea for the company. They're the person that said, hey, we're going to do this, AB, we're going to start Vision. This is going to be the logo, even though I changed the logo every 6 months. But I think I'm going to stick with this. I like this. Yeah. But we're gonna come up with this logo. Hey, this is the service we're going to provide. These are the people we're going to bring in. Woo, woo. Usually the founder is the person that does that, or the founders. The owner is the person that puts up all the money financially for that business and profits the most usually from that business. That's usually the owner, the person who did the paperwork, the person that put down the capital to get the business going, the person that pays the rent, the person that pays the employees. That's the owner. People get that confused with manager. No, the manager is the person that takes the owner's money and does that with it.
It's like a job. You at work, you got a manager.
Exactly.
He's still an employee.
There's somebody in here?
That's what it sounds like.
Oh, well, we doing the show. Shut your face. So the owner, matter of fact, money is an owner, but the owner is the person that shout it. The owner is the person that takes this idea from the founders, and usually the owner is usually the founder, and they put it together and they come up with this shit. CEO is normally the person that runs the company in place of the owner. You can take the CEO and the president and interchange them. That's how that works. You can take them in, you can switch them. You know what I mean? But usually a CEO has a board that he answers to. The president most times doesn't answer to a board. The president is the person that the CEO works with, or you can call the president sometimes can be the COO, Chief Operating Officer. So they, like, all three of those can kind of be interchangeable. You can't interchange in a corporate setting CEO, COO, president with founder or owner.
No,
you can't. But
they might be
the same person.
Right.
But if you have a full corporate structure, usually the board is going to tell the owner, you can't be the CEO. You're too invested emotionally in this company. You're not going to make the right decisions. That's why usually you won't have an owner that's a president. If the company just starting off, it can be that way. But once you get to once you're Walmart, it won't be that way. Once you're McDonald's, it won't be that way. The owner of McDonald's, whoever owns the rights to McDonald's and the McDonald's properties, because McDonald's, I read somewhere, it ain't nothing but a real estate company, pretty much. They just renting out buildings.
I saw that.
Yeah. You gone? All right, Sean. I'll talk to you. But the owner is somewhere chilling. The owner is not sitting there worried about damn day-to-day operations until they see some bullshit pop across their screen, they ticker saying that Wall Street is down, your stocks is down for the company. The owner's not really worried about that. That's the CEO's job. So that's it. If you don't know what the hell you are, if you have a company and you don't know where you are in this company, that's it. You're founder, owner, CEO, president. You know what I mean? CFO, I heard a girl say, I'm a CFO. And I said, are you really? And she was like, yeah, you know, over here at this record label.
Okay.
I'm the CFO, and they were deep. I was interviewing some people, and the dude walked in, the artist walked in, and I liked how their structure was. They had the artist walk in, they had the guy screaming, talent walking, and I was like, oh, that's dope. You know what I mean? And then the guy walked in, and then the owner of the label came over to me. He said, I own such records. And shout out to Lisa Matt. There was a Lisa Matt thing. And he was like, I'm the owner of so-and-so records. I want you to meet my CEO. And the CEO came over, and he was like, yeah, I'm CEO, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, man, it's dope. Y'all got y'all shit there? He said, yeah, we got this. And he said, we working on a board of directors. He said, man, our company 100-something deep. I said, damn, y'all got a board of directors, y'all 100-something deep. Just put people in roles. He was like, yeah, we've been thinking about that, but, you know, blah, blah, blah. Then the artist walked over, introduced himself. I interviewed him. And then a young lady was just standing there taking pictures. She was just taking pictures. I said, oh, y'all got a photographer? She said, no, I'm the CFO. And I said, really? And my wheels started turning. And so the owner looked at me, because you could tell this was an intelligent man. You could tell the owner had been to school for this shit. You could tell he had a script. And he looked at me, he said, yeah, she the CFO. And the look at his face wasn't, she the CFO, was like, we had to get this bitch a title. You know what I mean? That's how he looked, yeah, you know. And so he pulled me to the side. I was packing up, and he pulled me to the side. He was talking to me. And he said, man, you got me in trouble. I said, what happened? He said, the CFO thing. Like that. She don't think it's a real thing. Can you tell us a real thing? And I was like, why does it matter? Because you said something.
Okay, go ahead.
And so he got her, walked over there, and she was like, what is a CFO? That's what she asked me. And I said, Chief Financial Officer. That's exactly what I said, right off. And she said, yeah, that's what they told me. And I looked, and she had a look on her face. I said, you ain't never dealt with the money, huh?
That's what I said, go ahead.
And he said, damn it, man. But it was all in jest. It was all, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She was kind of serious, but not really.
Yeah.
And he was joking around, because you know damn well he ain't gonna because you could tell some money was behind this. Some money was in this. Yeah. These motherfuckers didn't pull up in 15 cars. They pulled up in a Sprinter van.
All this money and you don't know what the fuck you doing.
What he does is, and he told me, what he does is he runs by her the plans to spend money.
Yeah.
Which kind of is what a CFO does.
That's cool. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they didn't pull up in 15 different cars. They pulled up in a goddamn Mercedes Sprinter van. All 15, 20 of them or whatever it was. That's how I knew that was a real organization. I don't know. I didn't look at the tag. But regardless they rented it or not, hey, it ain't even faking, because that's a corporate expense.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
if you running everything properly, doing it like that, then yes.
That's a corporate expense.
But you know, some people going.
But them the niggas in the streets that don't know no better. Because I don't have to own a Sprinter van.
Fuck no. Why would I want that expense? I got to keep up the maintenance on it. I got to have somebody to drive it.
And that's the problem. We think that we need to own this shit.
Nah.
I was asked one time, young lady wanted to do a podcast. She came over here. Well, not here, at the bakery. She looked at everything. She asked me, and it was a smart question, and I got kind of snarky with her, because she like, do you own these cameras or you rent them? And I said, why would I rent them? But it was a smart question. It was an intelligent question.
It was, but that would be that's a crazy expense. That'll be costing too much.
It's a crazy expense doing what I do.
Yeah.
Like if I wasn't shooting podcasts,
I'm finna rent a camera.
I mean,
I got a wedding coming up on the 27th. I'm finna rent a camera.
But see, exactly. So when she asked me, I got snarky, because in my mind I'm thinking I have to own everything I have. You know what I mean? But you don't.
No.
You don't. All right.
A lot of people don't. I mean, that's.
Yeah, but that's how.
A lot of people, a lot of smart business people that, like, I don't need to be owning this and storing it and keeping it up and then have to update.
Exactly. That's how corporate is created that way. You get more tax write-offs the less you own.
Yeah, I got to spend some.
And people don't realize that. They think the more you own, you get more tax write-offs. No, the less you own, you get more tax write-offs.
It's a whole side note. But that right there, a lot of people, why they waste, rappers or whoever, why they wasting money on this? Why they waste all that money on that? Some of them is for a facade. Some of them have money, and you got to spend that money.
You got to spend that money.
You got to spend it somewhere. You might as well enjoy it.
Yeah, and the way America is made, you have to spend money in order to make money. And a lot of y'all, and this, I was just showing E, we got topics for two. I already wrote up the topics for the next two shows, and my And our fourth show is about hip hop spending habits. So we're gonna get into this then. But a lot of rappers are spending money, and a lot of these rappers are CEO of their record label. And I got some side notes. The multiple streams of income. We about to get into that part now. But a lot of rappers spend money on stuff that's unnecessary to look a certain way when they could just buy that stuff or buy it and rent it to other rappers. Buy some chains and make them some ambiguous ass chains and then rent it to somebody else when they got a show. Yeah.
Show.
Buy your camera, train your cameraman, and then when you go to a show, introduce him to people. Hey man, he shoot my videos. That way your cameraman is getting paid and he can shoot your videos for free because you put income in his pocket.
I'm gonna tell you, some folks might do that, some real ones will, but then it's two sides to it. You finna make your cameraman get busy.
Mm-hmm.
So don't be mad if he busy now.
Manage him.
Yeah.
Manage him.
It sound good.
But it's the truth. It sounds good because it's real.
But think about the artist that's egotistically thinking about him. He's gonna try to keep you under him. And
that goes back to I'm a CEO shit. Because CEO is no, in our community mostly, is not a title of importance anymore. It's a title of ego. I'm a CEO of what, my nigga?
Exactly.
Like what are you seeing? What are you seeing with your O's? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. All right, so let's go to the next topic: the multiple streams of income. This is a pet peeve of mine. Why you smiling?
I'm here for the ride.
So I get it. A lot of y'all hear these people that are really on top say some shit, and a lot of these people that are on top, they say this shit and then they realize the pro people, the people that are that ain't really trying to do nothing, y'all hear this shit and y'all think y'all picking up on gems. Mm-hmm. You think that somebody just let you in on some secrets, and now you use those same fucking phrases everywhere you go, and you really don't understand what it means. The term that I've been hearing for the last 5 years that I hear a lot of broke niggas say, not saying I'm rich or nothing, not saying that he rich or nothing.
I ain't rich.
Not saying we hang around a bunch of rich ass people. But the multiple streams of income. I'm so sick of hearing y'all niggas say that shit to my face with a straight face.
Catch flack.
I don't give a fuck.
They coming.
I don't give a fuck. Man, I'm 5'10", 295 pounds. I can take a punch. I'm always making shit
violent. Get what they gonna say.
I'm always.
I don't punch shit, but triggers.
Yeah. You're a whole ass CEO. But, you know what I mean? Nigga, I'm always making shit violent. I apologize, people. Not really. But I'm sick of y'all telling me y'all got multiple streams of income, and then when I ask you for your website, you don't have one. Everything running through Instagram or Facebook. I'm sick, and don't be hollering about everybody don't need a website. You do need a website. Because if you didn't need a website, all these bigger corporations wouldn't have them. You're not following the right people. HBO has a fucking HBO website. They have a website. Disney has a Disney website. Carnival has a Carnival website. They're not running shit through Facebook and social media only. These companies also have a YouTube page. They also have a TikTok page. You get what I'm saying? Y'all are sticking with the shit that don't cost money, but want to tell me about your multiple streams of income. Come the fuck on. It's not a multiple stream of income if all those streams feed into the same thing and go through the same channel. All these things have to feed into you. I was talking to a young lady, and she was like, yeah, you got multiple streams of income. I said, no, I don't. And she said, yeah, you do. You got the magazine, you got the streaming network, and ain't you doing radio? I said, that ain't multiple streams of nothing. I said, that's all the same. I said, that's the same stream going to the same lake because it's all the same. It's a journalistic thing. Now, you may think that, oh, okay, since he's doing the radio, that's money coming from the radio. Since he's doing the magazine, no, all this shit is one pool that sends out stuff. You know what I mean?
So What's your
What you about to say?
What's your
Definition of multiple streams of
what
income?
What would you consider multiple streams of income?
Okay. To me, multiple streams of income is you have a clothing line.
Okay.
That's separate. Like, we have a clothing line that's separate from Evan Vision.
Okay.
We have a shooter shit clothing line.
Okay.
That's ran by people over here. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So then we have a line of photographic lenses.
Okay.
That is similar to the shooter shit, but it's ran by people.
So then okay, I guess I see what you're saying. It's not like you said, all of that is funneling.
It's all the same.
Yeah.
Everything that Evan Vision does is the same. It's multimedia.
What about somebody say, well, that's just your definition?
No, but that's the real definition. Because that's the real definition. Like, multiple streams of income are different streams that are not the if you're a model and you have clothes and you do makeup, that's in the same lane. That's the same shit. You just taking variations of what you do. Evan Vision, EBV Radio, and Combined Magazine is the same shit. It's media to put out unknown artists or whatever. It's the same shit. It's just variations. All that money is funneling.
Okay,
back.
so what about let me see, like what Rihanna? She well, I guess that wouldn't be the same.
Exactly. I know what you're about to say. She got music.
Yeah. That's
okay. So the music helps her with the other stuff.
Yeah, but it's not
connected at all. If she stopped doing music, that shit's still going. If I stop doing Evan Vision, everything else fall apart.
Not necessarily.
But it does, because everything else is built around Evan Vision's integrity.
I don't view it.
Yes.
But see, that's okay. But see, I don't view it that way, because when I do like the magazine stuff, that's why I always be like, okay, I'm not trying to make it about artists.
But see, that's a variation. You are varying what it's doing. When I conceived Combined Magazine in my head was conceived through radio. Well, no. Radio came after Combined Magazine. I'm redirecting. Combined Magazine was conceived as a way for artists and models that people weren't really fucking with to have exposure. That transferred to Combined TV. Combined TV became this. Hence why it looks like a CE type shit. That's what it was created for. Now, can I just stop doing Evan Vision and EBV Radio and just do Combined Magazine? Sure. But it's still the same person doing it. It's still going to the same bank account. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't break up different teams.
Oh, what? Okay, then.
It's a different team doing Fenty than it is doing Rihanna's music.
I was about to say something else about a corporation, but you already.
Because Time Magazine has many subsidiaries.
I already know where.
Same stream of income.
That's
but people need to hear this, because they don't get it. Because a motherfucker will say, I do hair, but I also do makeup. You're doing it in the same chair. It's the same stream. I don't care if you got one cash out for this and one. It's the same thing. I don't care if you tell the tax people, oh no, this is this and this and this. They gonna say, okay, we gonna tax you twice.
Okay, so by what you saying then, so Polo, for instance, what you said he got multiple incomes.
He does have multiple streams of income, because he has the music, he has the wine, and he has the clothing label. Those are three separate things. They're not variations on each other. Right. They help each other do what he need to do. They're not the fucking same thing. That's like me saying, I sell shoes, socks, and drawers. You sell clothes. You sell apparel. But people will do that and they'll say, oh no, this my clothing, my shoe line is booger feet shoes. My socks is trigger toes. It's the same shit. Y'all, but you think you slick, and you're only hurting yourself when it comes to that paperwork, because you want to have all these different companies. My homegirl and my homeboy, Eric and Eric.
Hold up, not to cut you off.
Oh, go ahead.
But okay, damn, who is it? I'll be reading some weird shit. Okay, the people that make the milkshake machine for McDonald's, right? Everybody talking about the milkshake machine don't be working. So this company, they make the milkshake machine. And then they have another company that's on site that fixes them.
Same stream, man.
I know, but then they have another company that I forgot what the fuck it was, but I know it's the same stream of income, but they're different companies, so that.
That's just a
But
what he's saying is an umbrella corporation.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So socks, shoes.
But it's the same thing.
Oh, but if something happens with my sock company,
it's still the same thing. You're not.
But I'm saying I'm not talking about that. I'm saying like it's protecting me.
Oh yeah.
Protecting the shoe company. I can still do my shoes.
That's a whole different argument for what I'm having. The argument I'm having is people will tell you I got 3 streams of income, and one will be I sell eyeshadow, I sell lipstick, I sell lip gloss. That's the same shit. That's not separated. You can separate it by calling different names. Like Fats, good example, somebody we know personally. If Fats do what he's doing right, he has multiple streams of income. Multiple streams. Do they lead into each other? Kinda, sorta? Yeah. But if he turns one off, the other streams still feed from something different.
Right.
That's what the word stream comes from. You can't have a river and then put blocks in it and say it's 3 different rivers. And that's what a lot of people do. They have one shit that they doing and they do it well. Not knocking nobody down. And you do it well. But then you take that and you vary it a little bit and you say, just to make yourself look good, you say, oh no, I'm doing this, this, and this. And smart people will sit there and go, that's the same motherfucking thing. But dumb people that don't get it, and I'm saying dumb, like, oh, don't call me dumb. You dumb.
Not dumb. I don't.
Man, fuck these folk. Dumb people say, man, he got 3 different companies, but they don't look at what the companies are doing. Now, let me retract. Let me back up a little bit. You very may well have the sock, the shoes, and the underwear. And you very may well have them being processed in different warehouses. But you have to look at how those streams of income are being processed. Just because you got them in different warehouses doesn't mean that all that money isn't funneling back into the same thing. This is how they win. What they do is they take those streams of income and you send them to different accounts. You send them to different places. Then you can say,
"Oh yeah, that's."
But that's not true.
Okay,
you get what I'm saying?
I'm assuming. I was assuming.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying though.
Yeah,
that's still the same shit. But you can technically say that's 3 different streams of income. They come from 3 different places. They doing. But where's the money going at the end of the day? That's how people look at the 3 different streams of income. You get what I'm saying? The guy the McDonald's, like I was saying, McDonald's is really like a real estate company. Because what they do is they say, you want a McDonald's? Yeah, I want a McDonald's. And they build the building for you. They put all the stuff in there, but you're paying rent for all that stuff if you're the owner. You get what I'm saying? McDonald's also sells you the burgers and the fries. McDonald's also sells you the cups. Because you can have the burger and the fries in there, but how you going to put the drinks in the cups? They say those are different streams of income. It's under the same umbrella, but that's different because if they stop selling you the burgers and the fries and the drinks and all that stuff, you can't run your business. You get what I'm saying? So those are different because they can say, fuck it, we just gonna sell burgers and fries. It doesn't impact the real estate shit. They can say, okay, we can sell paper cups to Walmart or whatever for this and this, to a mom and pop burger stop. That doesn't stop the burgers and fries.
But do they sell?
They can.
But do they?
I don't think they do.
That's so.
Oh, they may do. We don't know. I don't know because if you go to most of these restaurants, most of them have the same type paper cup.
That's not because of McDonald's.
But that was just a hypothetical. But if they wanted to, they got warehouses full of this shit.
I'm trying to stick with McDonald's because that sounds like it's not multiple streams of income to me.
But it is.
Because they're all of that, even the real estate is coming from the McDonald's.
No.
What you mean? No. They're building McDonald's,
but they also
buildings.
They do.
And so they can't. But if you weren't a franchisee, then I wouldn't be able to lease this McDonald's building.
How many McDonald's have you known in your life to go out of business?
It don't matter.
No.
Not that many.
This leads into my next thing.
Not that many.
I've seen a bunch of them. And what do they do? What do they do with those buildings?
Well, I mean,
they turn them into another restaurant. So it don't be another. It'd be a whole different restaurant.
You come out after.
Yeah. That's the McDonald's still making money off that building.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. This is what I just read or watched on YouTube. Oh, I read it on you. I watched it on YouTube.
So
then
they
I read
don't
it.
sell it.
No, they keep the building.
But I thought, okay.
I'm
So
gonna check myself.
So the
in this episode.
McDonald's that closed down and now it's a such and such wing spot or whatever.
Yeah.
That wing spot people now leasing that building from McDonald's.
Or they bought it, but that's another stream of income. Yeah, because it's income.
But that's the income from the McDonald's.
That's the income from the building.
That was a McDonald's.
You're conflating. So this space that we in.
Yeah.
So I ain't gonna say their name, but they know who they is. They bought this condo.
Yeah.
So right now they're renting it to me.
Yeah.
So that's a stream of income.
Okay.
So once they sell this, they say, Lawrence, you can't be here no more. We're about to sell it. That's income once they sell it. That's still a stream of income. Is it still going? No. But your company is based off the fact that you can sell those buildings if you want to. That's a stream of income. That's why I said it's the real estate side.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? It's the whole real estate thing. It ain't about if they rent it or whatever, because real estate isn't real estate. You can rent the land, you can rent the property, whatever. So that's a stream of income that McDonald's can say, we ain't even, as a matter of fact, they make more money renting out the properties than they do making the burgers. So that's a huge, they would never stop doing
the
that.
Burgers part, the income for that is on the franchisee.
It kinda, because
I mean, I'm saying as far as worrying about it,
yeah,
we got you there, you renting it, you leasing it from us, we selling you all these goods that you have to buy from us, and we charging you to train. Right. So
we charging you for this.
So if you fail or whatever,
it's on you.
Yeah. You don't sell your burgers and turn a profit.
It's on you. And that's what I'm saying. That's why it's multiple streams. Because they can say, okay, we're only gonna do training for burgers. That's still you know what I mean? It's under McDonald's, but it's a whole different thing. They have different people running that. And back to what I was saying about the streams of income, me and you got EBV radio. It's just me and you. If tomorrow you say, I don't want to do this shit no more. And I say, well, fuck it, I don't want to do it either. It's gone. You hear what I'm saying? That's it. It ain't nothing else to keep that even alive a little bit. Whereas McDonald's as a corporation, they say, we ain't doing burgers no more. They still got this. And that's where a lot of people get confused. They say, well, I do makeup, I do hair, I do nails. Okay, all right. So which one you make your most money off of? The makeup. I make way more money out of makeup. Okay, so where do you do all this stuff at? Oh, in my living room. Okay, so you don't have another place to do the hair? No, I do it in my living room. Oh, you don't have another place to do nails? No, I do it in my living room. Then people go, oh, she got 3 different streams of income. No, she has one.
Yeah.
You're a cosmetologist. You just made it sound good.
You broke up the what you were offering, the services.
Exactly. And that's what I was gonna get back to. You don't have multiple streams of income. You have multiple services. It's a difference. It's a difference. Walmart has multiple streams of income, but the main stream of income is a service to sell groceries and goods to people. Now, do they have other streams? Yeah, they got banks. They got the track phone shit. Do they own track phone? I don't know. But he hates Walmart. I love Walmart. But we need a black Walmart. God damn it, I need to be able to buy me some socks at a inner tube at the same place.
They'll do with the right person with a Walmart. I ain't gonna say that. Or not a Walmart, our version of it.
Yeah, William Mart.
Might as well call it Wally World. Shit.
Now it's already got a Wally World.
That's what
they that's trademark.
Oh well, fuck it.
But yeah, so the multiple streams of income. Think about when you say that to people that are important, that want to invest in whatever the fuck you got. Think about these words and these terms that we use. You know what I mean? I might have fucked up in my breaking it down, but that's pretty much what it is. Normally, most of us don't have multiple streams of income. Most of us aren't a motivational speaker one day, a pro athlete the next day, and have a Wendy's that we run on the next day. That's multiple streams. That's really multiple streams of income. Now, do they all feed into each other? Yeah, I got the money to get the Wendy's because I was a professional athlete, and people started listening to me motivational speak because I was a professional athlete. Yeah, they coincide, but they are totally different. If I stop one, the other two don't stop. That's what
I
multiple
got
streams of
multiple
income is.
streams of income. Fuck y'all.
You do.
Yeah.
You absolutely do. But it's more closely tied together
Not
than
really, because I do stuff that a lot of people like you.
But-
I do. I design flyers and CD covers and just graphic designs and stuff.
But
that has nothing to do with my camera.
It has nothing to do with it, but it's closely tied into it. When you sell your camera work, when you sell your videos, your camera work,
I get work from that don't have nothing to.
I get that. But the people that you are selling this stuff to, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna ask you who make a flyer. 9 times out of 10, they're gonna ask you who do graphic design. Yeah. And then that way you go, oh, I do all that.
Yeah, but I'm saying I get. But okay, but that's just like, okay, you're at I mean, that's just an inquiry.
But it's all tied in. If I'm like the one I just said, Wendy's professional athlete motivation speaker.
Okay.
If I go to Wendy's, I'm not sitting there really thinking about.
If I'm a professional athlete, somebody might want me to be doing a speaking
but,
job.
But that's why I said that's what it lead to. But if I'm an athlete, most people think athletes. I love y'all athletes.
Ain't too bright.
Ain't too bright. So they're not gonna sit there and go, he's a motivational speaker unless you
got a story though.
Unless you've done something on the field that make people go, he can do that.
Or just your story.
But that we conflating. But that's what I'm saying. That's why it's considered like here. I don't even when people ask me, oh, you do this. What you hear me say it? Oh, it's all the same shit. It's all the same shit. I'm not gonna sit there and tell people, oh yeah, I got a magazine. And act like that's way different from this shit. Oh, I got a radio. We doing radio. And it's all the same. Now, if I said, which I do, I'm a mechanic. Okay, you got your own shop? Yeah, I got my own shop. That's a different stream of income from this. Totally different. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't even combine at all. Oh shit, I'm about to tear my shit up. I cut hair. That's a whole total different thing. It doesn't even combine. But when your shit is too close, I do hair, I do nails, I do eyebrows.
That still got multiple streams.
You can say it.
No, I'm talking about because I fix cars and all that other shit.
Oh yeah, you. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, you. But I'm talking about most people who come to me and say, I got multiple streams of income. And I go, what you do? Because I'm excited. When people tell me shit like that, I get excited.
What you do, yeah.
Yeah, what you do? They go, well, I walk dogs. Oh, okay. And I groom dogs. Oh, okay. And I babysit dogs. Bitch, you do the same thing. That's the same thing. You may make different flyers and put them as different services, but that's not multiple streams of income. And I'm gonna get a lot of pushback from that. A lot of people gonna push back because they gonna feel like, no, it's all different stuff, but it's in the same vein. That's like saying, I got Jello shots, and you be like, oh, okay, and it's 3 different Jello shots. Oh, okay, I got watermelon, I got cherry, but they're all Jello shots, bitch. Like they're just different flavors of the same. They're variations of the same thing. All right. The last one, then we're gonna get into this. I've been ranting all day, but we got a rant we're gonna get to. Me and E gonna have our different rants about what, because I know he got some shit to get off his chest. But last topic is folks doing too much to be seen, and this is an old man thing. This ain't nothing. This is just me being old. I'm old, and I'm not accustomed and used to the stuff that you guys, especially people that are my age, are doing to be seen. Now, podcasts, talk shows, all that stuff, if that's what you want to do to be seen, I'm cool with that. It's all these extra skits y'all be doing. I just saw a skit on something today. My wife hated social media when I was on there a lot. When I start bagging off, all of a sudden, when I wake up in the morning, all I hear is laughing and music. And I look over, she on Instagram like a mother. I'm like, did you hate this? You like, I just watch it for the reels, but that's why they did that, to get you. I saw a skit today. She was showing me, was it her? Well, somebody was showing me a skit today, and it was a man who had a dog leash on his wife walking through Walmart. And this caption was, how to get keep your girl on track in a Walmart. And I was like, and that is so inappropriate and it's so wrong. But y'all do this shit just to be seen. And what we don't realize when we do stuff like this is when people see you do stuff like that, that becomes your identity.
Yeah.
So if somebody walk up to your girl, you sitting there with a leash, and some dude walk up to her and say something out of the way with her being on a leash or say something crazy, you can't even be mad about it. You can't even be upset about that shit. You can't, only thing you can do is laugh and say, nah, bro, just a skit, ha, ha, ha. But you got to understand, the more views, the more looks you get, that people get, the more idiots are going to come out the woodwork and either want to emulate what you're doing or come up to you and act like it's some real shit. My biggest regret from doing what we doing here is I get, I'm not even going to exaggerate. I get 8-9 people a week ask me to do shows. And I get it all the time. And a lot of y'all want to do it for free. A lot of y'all think that I'm going to pay y'all to do it when I ain't never seen you talk in front of no damn body. A lot of y'all think that you're going to make money just like this doing this. It's 400 million plus podcasts in the world right now. It's only 300 plus million people in the United States. So that means that most of the people that have started podcasts have started, the statistics say most people have started at least 5 podcasts and stopped them since this podcasting boom started. Because people will sit there and say, I didn't have the right logo. I didn't have the right location. I didn't have the right chairs. No, you didn't have the right fucking content. Nobody want to hear that shit. But stop doing shit just to be seen, man. Like that's what lowering the currency on this shit we trying to do. I don't know what a lot of people trying to do. When it comes to music, a lot of y'all ain't even trying to be famous artists. Y'all ain't even trying to make good music. You just want to be seen.
Cameraman, you ain't trying to get paid. You just want to post on the internet and say you was in the building at a club. They let you in the club. You was here. Oh, I be doing this. No, fuck that. Pay me.
I know so-and-so. I film so-and-so.
Man, fuck that.
But we gonna get to, that's our topic in 2 weeks. These fake ass photographers and directors. Hey, we coming for y'all ass too. I was sitting there whole day. I wrote all kind of shit down. We coming for y'all ass. All right, so we're going to get out of here on this rant. You got a rant?
I mean, I was kind of going, let me see a rant. I mean, I'm to the point now where I don't really have rants. I see shit. I'm tired of, like, I guess we could say that you're doing too much just to be seen. Because like you say, it's too much of shit going on. People out here just doing shit just to be seen. Fuck being seen. I got bills to pay. Me showing up somewhere, cool, all that, you ain't fucking with me. Oh, no, I do got a rant.
Oh, shit.
Okay. So, now, if you do business with Walmart, you go shop at Walmart, you don't expect a Walmart representative to show up at your next event. You go in that bitch every week, spending hundreds of dollars every time you go in that bitch, but you don't expect a fucking Walmart representative at your event. Why you expect me to show up to every fucking thing? I got shit to do. I'm not showing up everywhere, driving an hour away. Probably want me to bring my camera because you know my name. That's my rant. Fuck it.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
My turn, bitch. All right. You motherfuckers.
Oh, shit.
My name is Lawrence Antonio Carter. I am 46 years old. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
Nice to meet you, Lawrence.
Nice to meet you. I hate motherfuckers that feel like they need to have access to you. Me and you have talked about this before. I have a real problem with grown-ass men asking me for my fucking phone number and expecting me to pick up the phone whenever they call. That's the gayest shit I have ever seen in my life. Y'all niggas, because of the way society is and the way y'all mamas raised y'all, that people should goddamn bend at your will whenever you want them to, got the game fucked up. Don't ask me for my motherfucking, because I'm not going to give it. Everybody that know me know when they around me and somebody asks my number, I see it all the time. When somebody around me and they know me and a motherfucking new person say, hey, let me get your number. The people that know me go. They put their head down. And then when I tell them, I don't give out my number, but you can hit me on Instagram. I got 4 fucking Instagrams. I got 4. I got 2 Facebooks. If you count the groups, I got 12 Facebooks. I got a Twitter. I got a website. Reach me through there. My phone number is personal. I got 2 phones. Matter of fact, a young lady, she was talking about doing a podcast, and she had me for my number, and I had my iPhone. This was a year ago. Had my iPhone in one hand, I had my Android in the other hand. And she had me for my number. I said, nah, I really don't give up my number. She said, but you got 2 phones. Bitch, what does that mean? Like, I don't get it. And if I do give you my number, that doesn't mean that you can call me whenever you want to. I'm one of those people that if you need something, and E does this all the time, my man, 1,000 grand, he'll text me and say, I need to talk to you, hit me when you can. But y'all motherfucker get my number and my phone just ring. My wife will tell you, my phone ringer hasn't been on for years. I don't turn, unless I know it's something happening and I need to answer my phone, my ringer is off. I don't even know how to turn that motherfucker on my goddamn, on my Z Fold. I don't even know how to turn the ring on. The ringer, it buzz. If it's in my pocket, it'll buzz. And I say, oh, somebody calling me or somebody texting me. I think a lot of us, because I like to put myself in this shit, a lot of us, we just too fucking entitled when it comes to other people's space and time. You are not entitled to my space. You are not entitled to my time. If I put you in my circle, which I have done a lot of people, and they go away because I'm too brash, or I tell the truth too much or whatever, fine. You know what I mean? But you're not entitled to me. You're not entitled. Only people that are entitled to me are my kids. From 30 to goddamn 2. Those are, even my wife isn't entitled to me. My kids are entitled to me because they didn't ask to be here. So whatever they need from me, if I got it, I owe it to them because I brought them here. Everybody else, fuck y'all. Because you have an idea, had a nigga hit me the other day. I'm sorry, this is a long rant. Gotta cut it down 2 minutes. Had a nigga hit me the other day, had an idea. And I said, he called me, said, hey, can I speak to L.A. Carter? And right then, I knew this nigga knew me only on Facebook. And I said, speaking? And the only reason why I answered the phone, because it was like a New York phone number, and I'm doing some shit. I'm trying to do some shit for some folks in New York. And I answered, I'm like, yeah, this him. And he said, hey man, I talked to you such and woo about doing the show, and I got irritated immediately. And I said, how you get my number?
That's what I was going to
And he said, you don't remember giving it to me? I said, no. I said, who is this? And he said his name again. And I said, I didn't give you my number. I said, who gave you my number? And he paused because he knew he had fucked up. And I said, bruh, I don't know what this, man, I'm trying to do a show, yada, yada, yada. I said, bruh, hit me on Instagram, hit me on Facebook, hit the website, www.ebonvision.net. You can get in touch with me through all these places. I pay for the website so people can reach me through the website. You know what I mean? Hit me through the website. Man, it was just a quick, I said, bro, you talking about you got an idea, this ain't gonna be quick. I work a 9-to-5 job. I'm at work. You know what I mean? I'm under a forklift. You calling me about some bullshit and I'm got grease running down my arm. I'm irritated right now. All right, man, I'm gonna hit you back. No, the fuck you ain't, because soon as we got, I was like, all right, and I hung up. Soon we got a phone, I put block on that motherfucker. You'll never call me back. You know what I mean? Stop thinking because of the way social media is and the way the world is that you have access to people whenever you want access to people. It's annoying, it's infuriating, and it's not right. Let people, that's why these actors and shit trying to off themselves and going crazy because y'all think y'all know fucking the Brie Larson and all these people in real life. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. We are human beings. But we're going to wrap this thing up. This was fun. We got to do it again. Give the people your social media and stuff.
EI Spielberg on Instagram, EISPIELBERG, EI Spielberg. EI Shoot on Facebook, all other stuff. EI Shoot. It's easy.
And my shit is Ebon Vision, Instagram, Big Lack Show, Instagram, Big Lack ATL, Instagram, Combined Magazine, Instagram. We need to come up with an EBV Radio Instagram. L.A. Carter, Facebook, Lawrence Antonio Carter, Facebook, all the Ebon Visions. It's only one Ebon Vision in the world. Somebody else doing Ebon Vision, they fake. Combined Magazine, it's like 3 Combined Magazines. One of them is a tech magazine. The other one is I think anime shit. But it's Combined Magazine, Combined Mag on Facebook. Appreciate you watching. We got few, like I said, we're gonna do about 6, 7 of these. Because it's a lot of stuff out there that people need to know and they don't know. And they run with misinformation all the time. If we shared anything that isn't true, please be kind enough to put it in the comments. If you watch this on YouTube or if you see this clip on Facebook or Instagram, please be kind enough to leave your opinions. That we want that. I like to learn. So if I was wrong, especially about the multiple streams of income, because now he got me thinking, because I did my research before I came in here, and everything I led to was what I said.
Yeah, he set me up too.
But if I said something wrong, which I'm pretty sure I didn't.
Nah, I think you said it right. Because once I saw how you was looking at it, I was like, okay, yeah. Because it is just offshoots. It's different services. They all connected. If they're not self-sustaining. If they're not self-sustaining and something else over there completely, then it's not.
Yeah, it's not a true stream of income. You can call it one. I mean, you can, but I just get irritated when people say I got multiple streams of income, and they tell you what they do. Yeah, I sell shoes, I sell the shoelaces, and I sell the insole, and you like, bitch, you sell shoes. You know what I mean? Like if one of those things fall apart, will the other 3 things hold on long enough for you to? And if it doesn't, then it's not a stream of income. It's just a offshoot of what you're already doing, which I guess, I don't know. But that was Fuck These Folks podcast, and we out here, man.
Peace.